Hey guys, welcome to this week's Reality Roundup podcast.
Do you have corona?
I hope not. This whole thing is so terrifying. This feels like the end of the world.
It really does.
With everything that's being canceled and postponed and Broadway is closed now.
Can't we just have something?
It's just, no, I mean, I'm glad that they are closing it because health comes first, but it's scary. It's scary. Everything is so doom and gloom.
Overblown?
No, because
Woody's sick.
When I saw that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson have coronavirus, I was just like,
Mom and Dad are sick.
This is awful. But I'm, again, glad that things are being closed because...
Better safe than sorry.
Yes. But that means we have lots of TV to watch still, right? But seriously, everyone, be smart. Take care of yourself. Even if you're not in danger of,
getting sick?
Well, I was going to say, even if you get coronavirus and you're going to be okay, there are a lot of people out there who have, compromised immune systems or they're older and they are more at risk for really...
Don't get them sick. Stay home. Quarantine yourself.
It's not just about you being affected by the disease. It's other people, too.
Yeah. All right.
Or the virus, not the disease. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay. Let's talk about Masked Singer.
Okay.
What a transition.
I know, right?
If only we had a sponsor to make an awkward transition to, but we don't.
All right. Well, there was a new group performing last night. It's Group C. This is the final new group. What'd you think?
I think I'm done with this show.
I think I know who won. Possibly two of the new singers are. Not including the person who was revealed last night.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Sarah Palin was revealed last night. What'd you think?
When the bear came out, I was like, that bear's not a singer.
No.
But I didn't know who
that was clear. I mean, she did know all the lyrics, though.
Well, yeah, she practiced.
It was just wild. All this craziness is happening in the real world, and then, okay, Sarah Palin's the bear. Cool. I don't know. It was just a weird juxtaposition. That was just a very strange, hour or two in the world.
Yeah. It was.
Okay. Well, let's talk about some of the other singers who were not revealed.
How freaky was the character Night Angel?
I know! But I think I know who this is.
I think I would agree with you.
I think it's Candy Barres from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It sounds like her a lot.
Yes, because I remember when she was on Celebrity Big Brother, everybody was like, sing something for us. And she sang the Star Spangled Banner. And I was like, wow, she has an amazing voice. And obviously she's a singer. But I don't know her from her music, really. So, when I heard her sing that, and then I heard her sing last night, I was like, is that Candy? And I know that I guessed her for somebody last season, but I think it actually is her this season.
All right, well, another costume was astronaut.
I don't know who that is.
Somebody small.
Yeah. Rhino and Swan, again, I don't really know who that is either.
No.
But T-Rex, I am telling you, 100% is JoJo Siwa.
Do you like to get the clues?
Yes, and the clues do not lie. Okay, the clues I feel
do point to somebody from Dance
Moms. Look at how high energy she was. That's JoJo. Yeah. That person was tall, and isn't JoJo pretty tall?
She's pretty tall, yeah.
That's JoJo, and it sounded like her voice.
And I may be wrong, but I kind of noticed a tiny bow in the clue package somewhere, and you know what that means. JoJo Siwa.
Come on.
JoJo with a bow.
Come on.
All right, so...
I mean, Jenny McCarthy was close on that one, because I think she said Maddie Ziegler.
Yeah.
Or Ziegler. It's JoJo.
Or do you think it's Maddie's sister?
No, it's definitely JoJo. I can tell.
It's JoJo. All right, now let's talk about the real tea.
What's the tea? Now tell me what's the tea.
RuPaul's Drag Race is the real tea.
Holy drama. Okay, obviously it broke out in the news that Sherry Pie has been disqualified from the season. He was involved in
some sort of a catfishing
scandal. And he was getting people to send in, like, he was pretending to be a casting person, I feel like. Not for RuPaul, but for other things.
They were disqualified for nothing to do with the show.
Right, but it came out that he was catfishing people and getting them to send in, like
compromising videos.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Risque videos.
There's another word, but I can't think of it. But yeah, photos and videos and not good. So that's awful.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he was disqualified. But this all came out after the season was already filmed. So
right, but not the finale.
Do you think he made it all the way to the finale? I think there's a chance.
I mean, yeah.
I think there's definitely a chance. But what was he even thinking? Like, going on a show like this, did he really think it wasn't going to come out?
I don't think they were thinking.
I don't know. It's wild. But I'm glad that he's going to be disqualified. And it really put a sour taste in my mouth the whole episode. Because, like, every time they would show Sherry Pie, I was just like... ugh.
Yeah. Jerk.
But it'd be kind of hard to edit him out of the whole season.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
we have to suffer.
Well,
I wish they would have, like, held it to the end.
What do you mean?
No, that's wrong.
Sense.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of our favorites from the new group.
Well, how many were in the new group? Was it 6 or 7?
I want to say it was 7. Isn't it 7 and 7?
Oh, is it?
Isn't it?
I guess, right? Well, the new queens left a pretty snarky message, you know, like, we've already had
the first
ours.
group, yeah. The first group. So the newbies were like, wait, what? What does that mean?
And then afterwards, when RuPaul was like, hey, it's time for you to meet the other queens, they were just like, meh.
Oh, they did a meh.
Yeah.
Woo! The shade of it all. But who were your favorites from the new group?
Number 1, Jan. Just Jan.
Oh!
Jan.
I love Jan so much.
I think Jan might be one of my overall favorites out of both groups.
So talented, gorgeous.
Reminds me
amazing
so much of
personality.
Chanel from season 1.
I could see that because she's like a well-rounded entertainer.
Yeah.
She also has an incredible voice. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Dancer. I'm excited to see what Jan has to offer.
Yeah, she's got it all.
Yeah.
Also, I really, really love Aiden Zane.
Yes.
So freaky and
love
deliciously
a spooky
freaky
queen.
Yes, absolutely. And you said you liked Rock'em Sakura.
Yes, I thought you said it was
Rock'em
Sakura.
Rock'em Sakura. Now you got me doing it.
Yes. Oh my god, I loved the looks that she designed for herself for the fashion show. Because she said she drew out.
Yeah, like the
design,
manga anime person on her dress, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Where do you even
see.
go to have that like printed? That was just beautiful.
I don't know, but it's gonna be epic when they all finally are together next week.
Right.
This week. I
What
guess.
did you think of Jada Essence Hall?
Which one was Jada Essence Hall?
The one who won this week.
Oh, I thought she was really talented.
Beautiful, talented,
Fishy.
again, very fishy, well-rounded.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Definitely.
So this is going to be a really tough season because there's a lot of good queens here that we've got to narrow down.
Yeah, so this week was the same as the first week. Nobody was eliminated, and the top two faced off for, what am I saying? They lip-sunk for the win.
For the win,
Lip-synced? I never know what the past tense is of that.
Lip-sync.
Lip-sync. I don't know. But I can't wait until everybody is united in the next episode.
That's going to be fun. All the cat claws are going to come out. Oh, Heidi in closet already is like...
I know. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So now let's talk about Survivor.
Ooh. We're already on episode 5 of Survivor, which is just blowing my mind.
I know. So we joined the call after the vote, and Nick got his token from Tyson.
Aww.
His fan token of his...
from a hero.
Yeah, right. Token to a fan.
Yeah.
All right, so we find out from Yule that Jonathan Penner's wife has ALS. Oh my god.
This was so sad. So emotional.
I just can't imagine what Jonathan Penner is going through, and his wife, obviously, but...
And his family.
It seems like Yule is trying to raise awareness for ALS, which is amazing.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. So it's time to drop
Well,
your
wait,
box.
I love that everybody, I feel like, who plays on Survivor, really does become like a family after the show.
Oh, yeah. On all of these reality shows, the
but
alumni
I feel like
are so tight.
especially Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love seeing them all like band together and support each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really glad that they're raising awareness.
Yes, I agree with that.
And
100%.
Yule is just an angel.
He seems like such a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he is. All right, so they go to that little patch
Meeting
of
island.
sand. Yeah, was that like...
This is where they conduct business.
Yeah. That was where they began the season, when they split up into tribes.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is where they are, again, breaking it down.
Dropping those buffs.
Recombining into not 2, but 3 tribes.
And it's the new tribe has to like start from scratch and build a shelter and get all established on a new island.
Sucks.
Yeah.
So the new Decal, which is red, is Tony, Jeremy, Sandra, Kim, and Denise.
Damn, that's a stacked tribe.
Yeah, it is. That's
They're
pretty sweet.
But I could say that about any of them. They're all stacked.
I know. And then the blue tribe, which was the new Sele, is Wendell, Michelle, Parvati, Nick, and Yule. Again, chock full. And Wendell and Michelle, we find out, have dated. And it did not end well. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough because I don't think they spoke since they broke up.
Yeah, apparently it didn't end well. I don't know. But the green tribe, Yara, this is the new one.
Right. Reminds me of Yara Sophia.
I know. Every time I hear
RuPaul's
Yara,
Drag Race.
I'm like, oh my god, it's Drag Race.
Well, this one is the 3 boys who have a problem. They have issues. Rob, Ben, and Adam.
It's funny how that works out.
I know. Well, obviously the show stacked it like that for a reason.
Did they? Or was it random? Because I thought it was like supposed to be random.
It's not random.
I don't know.
So
They're with Sarah and Sophie.
right.
So if you look at the breakdown, Decal and Sele both have a 3-2 advantage for former Decal people.
Right.
And Yara has a 3-2 advantage for Sele.
Right.
But like you said, those 3 guys are not exactly tight. So
No, they're not.
anything could happen.
No, they're not. But maybe it's going to be any port in a storm. We'll see.
What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Okay.
All right. So at Decal, Jeremy and Denise feel like they're moving on up. They feel like they hit the lottery because
they see this freaking shelter that Wendell built, and they're just like, oh, damn!
as if the shelter wasn't enough, too. Hot sauce on top of it.
Nice.
Hot sauce can make a big difference.
Did you see the face that Jeremy made after he took a whiff of that hot sauce?
He loved it. He was effing loving it.
Amazing.
So he's ready to scoop up Kim to his side.
Because Kim was feeling at the bottom of her tribe. So now she's just like, I got some decisions to make here. I don't necessarily need to stick with my former tribe mates. I could do something crazy and get with these new people.
Well, Tony and Sandra seem to have a connection. And they're also thinking that they're going to scoop up Kim.
Well, they want to keep Kim on their side because they
Kim's
want to
in
have the
middle.
numbers.
She's the swing vote.
Yeah.
And they caught an eel.
Yeah.
So they had some good eating in the neighborhood there.
Sad, though.
That was a fatty eel.
It was.
All right, so at Sele, Nick is thrilled with Wendell and Yule.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting along with them. He was in an alliance with them. They were all in that little to no connections alliance together. So they're feeling pretty good. They got the numbers and they're together.
Well, Wendell's being kind of cool to Michelle.
It was awkward.
She confided to
Parvati
and all of us that Wendell is kind of full of himself.
Oh.
And that's kind of why the relationship ended.
He seems really cool when I met him that one time, but...
not to date, I guess.
Yeah.
And Nick revealed that he had a high school crush on Parvati, and she was just like...
You know what's funny?
Number one, I'm old, and number two, that's really awkward.
I saw this on Twitter. I cannot remember who said it. But they were basically like, oh, in the past, like, Parvati was, like, wrapping these guys around her finger. And now these guys are freaking all over her. They're just, like, going up to her and being like, I love you.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even have to do the work.
No, that's right.
So it's kind of funny how that worked out.
Yeah. Well, over at Yara, it's Aki's Central.
Yeah.
Adam, Ben, and Rob,
Not
weren't
exactly
getting
the best
along.
friends club
No.
over there.
No, so,
Sarah and Sophie are trying to figure out how are we gonna make this work for us.
You know what? Let's just start looking for idols now. Because this is a new tribe.
Everybody's looking. This is a new camp.
There's
so
got to be an idol
they're expecting a hidden immunity
in play.
idol.
And there is.
Boston Rob is like, what the hell? What am I even looking for here?
Has he never found an idol?
I thought he got one at some point in some season, but I mean, some of his earlier seasons, this wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah, it's true. So Sophie found it. She threw it into her crotch.
No!
They suspected that she may have found it and asked her to empty her pockets.
Well, they were all emptying their pockets.
Yeah. Well, that was cool because it was in her crotch and not her pockets. So she kind of got away with that.
I was going to say something, and now I'm not.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, it was one of those half...
Best friend
It was
idol.
All right, it's time for the Bravo block.
Let's begin with Below Deck Sailing Yacht. All right.
The theme song is so fun.
The boat is scraping the dock.
Oh no. That's like major damage. And that's something that I feel like could have been prevented.
Everything is expensive to fix, but when they said $40,000 to fix a scrape like that, I was like, I remember back in the day when I had a beater car and I wanted it to look a little bit better, and I got the molding compound and I filled in some dents and stuff, and I sanded it up and I took some spray paint and painted it. I did a pretty good job.
This is for like a multi-million-dollar yacht, not some old beater car that you're farting around in.
These guests are drunk. They're not going to look at the back of the boat and be like, there's a little scratch over that.
Yeah, well, they did get Paget to fix it up. I don't know if that was just a temporary fix or what.
I think that's...
Or is that it?
That's pretty much it. I mean, it looked okay. At first I was like, ooh, I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. But on camera, it looked okay. Yeah. It looked all right.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the next charter is happening.
Oh, this charter makes me
want to
punch a wall!
From Long Island. Long Island douches. No dietary restrictions. Ah! I can't with these.
They're too much, and they're awful.
All right, well, let's take a break from the action and visit with somebody who's here for the wrong reasons. I think I'll pull out my guitar and sing Uniquely Popular on deck to Paget.
Georgia is so talented, though, that I'm not even mad about it.
I know.
Her voice is beautiful.
I know, but it's just a little contrived, and I'm over it.
I want to see a duet with her playing guitar and Parker playing the uke.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
Now that I can get behind.
Right? So, yeah, Paget was listening to Georgia singing. I think this was, like, after, what's her name?
What's her face went to bed?
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
no.
Sierra.
I'm so sorry. What's her face?
Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra.
We used to have a doll called What's Her Face.
I know. But anyway, yeah, he was enjoying those sweet, sweet tunes from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on there?
Poor Byron and Madison. Having a serious conversation.
Well, Byron's trying to get to know
cake.
her better. And she's like very...
He was really grilling her.
Not really.
That was like rapid fire questions. Maybe it was just the edit, but it was just like, what about this? What about this?
Well,
what
he
about
wanted
this?
to know about her family, but she was really hesitant to talk about them. And
With
we found
good
out
reason.
why. This was so sad.
Her sister got frigging shot one night in like a case of collateral damage. Mm-hmm. She was out with her friends, and one of the friends was the target of some gang violence, I suppose, or some drug violence.
Was it her friend? I thought none of them were in.
I thought it was the boyfriend was the one who was in trouble, so like they took it out on the girlfriend, and her sister just happened to be in the car. I think she said they shot like 40-something bullets into the car, and only her sister was the one who died.
That's awful.
Everybody else survived. What a disaster. This poor girl, what she's been through. Mm-hmm. So the dudes arrive and make life hell.
Well, I just want to say, I feel so bad for Madison because she's dealing with all this shit on the boat, and then she's got that going on at home.
Yeah. Was that like fairly recent, or was that like a while ago?
I'm not sure.
Do you ever get over anything like that?
I don't think so.
No.
I feel really bad for Madison.
Yeah. So let's make it worse. The douches arrive. They are drinking so much alcohol. It is alarming.
The boat hasn't even left the dock yet, and they're already like 3 drinks in.
We've seen Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
We know what big alcohol nights are. We've seen what's
Made
the
in
British
Chelsea.
Made in Chelsea. Big night, blackout drunk all the time. But this was alarming. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised nobody had like alcohol poisoning.
I don't know, but they're drinking all the alcohol. They're eating lots of food.
Adam's serving it up. He said he is going to serve up every ounce of food on the boat until he doesn't have any left.
They want more than a cheese plate.
What the hell is it with the champagne pop-offs, the sabers?
Because they're trying to feel expensive and fancy, and that's how they do it.
It just makes you look like you're trying too hard.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Well, one of the best moments of the episode was when that dick was like, oh, I don't want my pants to get wet or whatever. And then he fell face first into the water.
There was lots of sloppy pratfalls. There was some on that little thing that you walk out to the boat. Mm-hmm. And there was some, like,
the little floating dock thing.
Yeah.
Good times.
Every time these guys fall, we cheer. I'm sorry. It's true.
Oh my god.
We don't want anybody to get hurt, but we would...
Like, he's fine.
We'd appreciate to see some humility.
Yeah. Okay, so then they actually start sailing, and that one guy who's, wasted...
He's schwasty to the max.
Apparently he fell out of his bed, and
But then his shirt got on backwards.
He's blaming it on the sailing, but yeah, did the sailing cause your shirt to flip around backwards? I don't think so.
What was with the super a-hole and his, I just want some shrimp cocktail?
Who do you think you are? Eleanor from The Good Place? No. You should have put shrimp on your preference sheet if you wanted a whole mountain of it.
I know.
Adam already he served all the shrimp that he had.
So he had to pull out some langostinos and fool them. He said, "Ooh, here's some."
This is the best you'll ever have.
Yeah. Actually, it's prepubescent lobsters.
Oh.
I know, it's sad. It's like veal is to beef, I guess. I don't know. But
these guys are ready to get off the boat and go clubbing because they showed up with no girls on this trip and they're looking to get some.
Well, they're going out to this bar that only opens at 12 a.m. and it closes at 5 a.m. in the morning.
That's wild.
I know. But that's okay with Jenna because that's going to give her some time to party because she is super horned up for Adam.
Oh, God.
They're trying to do it in the kitchen practically in front of everyone.
It's one thing to have a boat romance and it's already borderline, but to have that out on display in front of your coworkers is not cool.
Well, the guests return after 5 a.m. hungry and sloppy ass drunk. And they just want to eat food because they're hungry. They built up an appetite drinking. So
Madison didn't want to have to wake up Adam, so she's trying to put together some grilled cheese and
Did you see the size of the slabs of those cheese on the grilled cheese?
Did you see the size of that platter? Damn, she cooked up a lot.
What was she cutting it with? Her finger? That was the biggest freaking slabs of cheese.
I mean, these guys are going to complain if it's anything less.
Well, they loved it.
They're hungry boys.
Oh, thank you. Let me show my appreciation by using you like an object. Let me pick you up and do some bench presses with you.
So not cool.
She did not like that, and I don't blame her. Those guys were creepy AF.
Yeah, and after, he was like, don't tell anyone. And then after she left the area, he was like, what is she going to do? Call the Greek cops on me?
I wish she would.
I wish she would. And the shittiest part of it all is that she feels like she can't even speak up.
She can't.
Because she doesn't want to risk...
She's playing for the tip.
Yeah. That sucks. That's not okay. She shouldn't have to put up with that.
You know what I would have liked to have seen? If they had a cat on board and they took those tomahawk steaks that Adam was making and dipped them in the toilet and then in the cat litter box.
Okay, Vanderpump Rules, we'll get there. Ew.
These guys were really acting poorly.
They were.
They were really acting poorly. They went out. They brought back a DJ to the boat. If I was in the slip next to these jerks, I would have been like, I'm calling the Greek cops. Because
I am calling the Greek cops.
I don't want to have to hear this at freaking 3 a.m. or whatever it is.
Well, I'm just wondering where they even got that DJ from.
I don't know, but they also found some girls who hate themselves now.
Ladies, what are you doing?
That is so sad when you have to come back to the boat with these guys, hoping maybe you'll get some money out of them or some fun or whatever.
STDs.
The girls puked on the floor.
Oh.
Who's going to have to clean that up?
Parker
Madison.
and Madison? I don't know.
Parker's not going to clean that up.
Is it outside or is it in the interior?
I'm not sure.
It might be Parker.
Ugh. And there was like chunks of stuff.
Okay, that's enough. Next time.
As if this wasn't enough. More douchebaggery. I hope you're ready for it. Because I'm not.
I'm not. Okay, it's time for Project Runway.
Oh my God, I love this
cleanse
season.
my soul after talking about Below Deck Sailing Yacht.
All right, so this is the finale, part 1. It's the home visits. I always look forward to this every season. Christian goes and he visits all of the final 4 designers. So he starts off with Nancy in
Checking
Philly.
on that progress.
And Nancy has always been, I thought, like a kerfuffle.
What do you mean?
Like, she always was last minute. She didn't know what she was doing until the very last second. She's got everything computer typed out.
She's very organized.
She is very organized.
And she seems to be way ahead of schedule in general.
She's got a lot of stuff done. She's got a Christian cutout telling her she's amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Her whole aesthetic is a zero waste situation. So she's going to be taking the scraps from the fabric that she doesn't use, and she's going to be using it to make accessories.
Love it.
She's also had a life-changing moment in the Olympic Challenge when she realized, hey...
fashion should be inclusive.
Yeah, these people who have special needs are being totally underserved, and they've got money too. They deserve to have nice things to wear too. She had
even if you don't have money.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is they spend their money buying clothes just like anybody else does, and they should have things that are made for them.
Right. I'm really excited about her platform.
I am as well. But she's got a lot going on in this collection. It is very, very busy.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about all the collections when we get through everybody's home visits.
How much did you love when her and Christian went up the steps like in Rocky?
So fun.
That was a lot of fun. All right, so we're hopping on a plane to New York City, baby, and we're going to visit with Sergio and his boyfriend.
Whoa. So, of course, Sergio has a political message in his collection.
Global warming and the effect on the world. So,
that's a legit concern.
It's very legit, but it seems like he's jumping from concern to concern.
That is something that people have been bringing up. He hasn't been sticking with, like, one cause that he is, trying to raise awareness about. It's just, like, a different thing every time.
Right. He doesn't have anything that he's super passionate about, so I think he needs to work on that. But I applaud him for bringing awareness to anything at this point. So his collection is going to tell the story from the glaciers to the melting of the glaciers.
Right.
Okay. He's also growing his own leather, which is very sustainable.
That was like a horror movie when he was like, come to the bathroom and see what I have.
I know of this horror because I used to brew my own kombucha, and I'm probably going to do it again this summer. So I'm going to make...
What a Barbara Maitland from Beetlejuice. The musical.
Look at these jugs! So, yeah, that SCOBY, it's serious.
Scooby-Doo.
It's a living thing, and boy, does that kombucha smell. Woo, like feet.
It kind of reminded me of, like, a monster from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like the goo. No
or
spoilers.
the blob. Or
the
blob. All right, so some of his outfits are reading a little costumey, so he's going to have to deal with that.
Well, that is something that Christian pointed out because of the fringe, and he was like, this looks kind of like old-timey Western.
The fringe I like the idea of the fringe, but the fringe that he chose on some of those outfits was very curtainy, like Gone with the Wind-ish.
Yeah.
So, they did have fun playing soccer, though.
That's a lot
Christian
of fun.
loves boys in shorts.
I love that everybody had like a little activity to share with Christian.
Yeah. All right. Well, Victoria, her husband, and her baby, Christian
so cute,
were the next stop in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And she went with more of a traditional Moldova pattern. She also...
she had a lot of pieces that her mom crocheted for her, which was really cool.
She also skipped right to branding. So she had a lot of her pieces were printed with her logo and branding, and
it was interesting.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was very cohesive, though.
Really? I thought it was.
I thought there was a lot going on there, like, different.
Well, she definitely had work to do, and we saw that she did change a lot of her stuff by the time she came back.
Which was great. You know who didn't have a lot of stuff? Jeffrey.
Oh, no!
He's been through a lot. So he was in Brooklyn, and he hurt his leg.
Skateboarding.
Oh, my
That's
God.
wild.
Stay off the damn skateboard.
Jeffrey, be careful.
He doesn't have a lot done, like we said.
Apparently he's been really busy because he said he was working on the Little Mermaid movie, which,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Oh, I'm so happy for him about that, but I really need him to get his shit together because Jeffrey is like our number one pick. So like, Jeffrey.
Yeah, he also broke up with his partner,
Ugh.
so it was a really crazy time for him.
And he's so emotional to begin with. You know? That's got to be hard.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of ideas. Like you said, he's like a bottomless pit of ideas. But he just needed to, like, sit down and actually execute. Make it happen.
Yeah. So everybody got to go to Christian's show, which opened up Fashion Week in New York City. How amazing was Christian's show? It looked
so awesome. I just love Christian so much.
I
love his work. I love him as a person.
Yeah. I love everything about Christian.
He's a real deal.
He is. And I've loved him since he was on, when he was, before he was discovered. I thought he was amazing.
So yeah, they had a great time. They were all really inspired. And then he was also like, yeah, I'm not going to be here tomorrow because...
You can talk to Carly.
I got to freaking work the Oscars because he dresses so many people for award season.
Didn't he dress like 300 people or something?
Something crazy like that. It's wild.
Oh, and all of his stuff, winners.
Yeah.
I love all of his designs. So this season, they're throwing the rule book out.
Oh, what?
Usually they pick 3 designers to show their collection for the runway.
To be considered.
Right.
I feel like in the past they've had, like, everybody still show because they didn't want to, like, give away spoilers or whatever. But
yeah,
they're saying this time it could be all of them who are up for the win, or it could only be 2. Whoa.
All right, so they have to put together a 3-look collection of the stuff that they've already got.
Or it could be 3. I also want to mention that. They're saying, like, anything could happen.
Right. Yeah, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, but they have to come up with 3 looks.
Okay.
So they had their 3-look runway show.
And this could be, showstoppers that you want to use to help you guarantee your spot. It could be things that maybe you need a critique on and you want to know how to make it better before the show.
Or it could just be 3 cohesive looks,
Yeah, it was really up to them.
Maybe you don't want to pull out your big guns yet. Maybe you just want to give them a
little taste.
So pretty much everybody's critique was they need some serious editing. Yeah.
I mean, there were comments about, like, fit and things like that. But let's just talk briefly about...
All right. So Sergio's grouping wasn't the biggest fan of his 2 white looks.
I like the color palette of that.
The dress, though, was a showstopper.
The dress with the fringe.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. And I'm surprised they weren't, like, gagging over it.
I know.
Because I thought it was incredible.
He said it weighed 40-something pounds.
Like 45 pounds.
I'd wear that.
I'd wear that if I was, like, freaking beefing up before and I could handle it.
I don't know how it stood up on her, though, because it had no straps to hold it up.
There must be some crazy structuring on that bodice.
It was beautiful, though. I loved it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
He's got a lot of editing to do.
Yes. But he really embraced the whole Victorian saloon thing that Christian was like, oh, it's looking kind of like this. And he was like, you know what? I want to make it
I'm gonna go with
more
that.
Like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah. It was like New Age Western.
All right, let's talk about Nancy's looks.
I loved Nancy's inclusive look.
Yes. I love that she made a look for someone in a wheelchair. I think that's awesome.
And it was, you could change it. It had like a little cape thing or it had like a train. and it was nice.
Very cool.
I really loved her color palette as well.
She had that very fitted suit
Right.
with the pattern. It was nice to see her do something so fitted because she has done a lot of like really flowy things.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, the pattern is loud, but I think it looks great.
I have mixed feelings about it. I'm not completely sold on the pattern with that amount of fitting.
How do you feel about the wine tote?
I thought that was fun. And
I love
so
that.
did Brandon.
I love the kookiness.
Yeah. It's very quirky, and I loved it.
Oh my god, the liquid fabric!
Oof. That just made me so
Incredible.
nervous because I've worked with fabric like that in the past, and if you make one mistake, there's no going back. So that must be really hard to say that you have a zero waste situation when at any moment you could just have to throw out your whole outfit because you cannot recover from the needle holes in that if you have to resew it.
How do you feel about them asking Dee Dee to take off the neck piece? Because I thought it looked really nice, but they all liked it better without that.
I like the neck piece.
Me too.
I think it's just too plain without it.
All right, let's talk about Victoria's collection.
I
really liked her collection.
I like the first look, the culottes. I like the hats.
I really like that Moldovan pattern that she's using on the shirt.
I agree with them. I don't know if she's ready for branding yet. I think that's something that somebody is established, like an old Michael Kors would do. You know, you see that MK and you immediately know that it's
Michael.
It's Michael.
Yes.
So I don't know if she's ready for branding.
I would agree. She doesn't have to have all those accessories, but I think she's got some really interesting pieces here.
She's got a lot of ready-to-wear stuff.
She's got a lot of separates.
Yeah.
And it's very her.
My favorite piece was the jumpsuit.
The judges were really hating on that jumpsuit.
I really don't know why, because I thought it was spectacular.
Yeah, I think it
Maybe
looks
with
amazing.
the jacket, they didn't like it.
I don't know.
I thought it was great, though. I love the hood. I love the fit.
I mean, I guess the fit could be a little bit better.
No, I love the fit.
Okay.
I want to be a comfy Oompa Loompa.
But fashion.
Yes.
But make it fashion.
Exactly.
All right. And Jeffrey's looks. His were, I feel like, the most out there.
Jeffrey's, to me, look the most unfinished.
Yeah. But I think he had some of the crazier concepts.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about the short puffer coat. I did love
that
the
black
mustard
one.
No, I love the mustard one.
I was going to say the black one that he didn't end up showing.
Oh.
It was kind of like the showstopper piece.
It was kind of like a garbage bag Fig Newton.
It was so weird. I just loved it.
That was the one that Christian put on.
Yeah. Oh my God. I loved it.
Yeah. I hope Jeffrey can pull it together and really edit these.
Yeah.
Because I love that dress. But something about the fit was just really off.
Yeah, I think the fit could be better.
I think he's onto something though with the unstructured top.
And what about
I wasn't sure about the octopus pants, but Elaine really seemed to like that.
She did. I don't know if it's really something that I would wear. I'm telling you now, it's not. But I respect it.
Now that I'm looking at it again, I'm thinking that is so customizable. I don't know if you guys remember a while back. I want to say like 30 years ago.
I remember that.
They had a line of clothing at Abraham and Strauss, and I think also Bloomingdale's. It was called Multiples, and it was all over the place. And basically what it was is a bunch of tubes.
Oh, we had some of those.
Yeah, we had some.
You
guys used to play with those. You could have sleeves customizable. You could have tops. You could turn it into a skirt. They also had jackets. They had big circle skirts that you could turn into like a baby doll dress. This kind of reminds me of the Multiples line. So I think possibly he's onto something with it. I wish he would have shown it more like customizable, like if his model had come down the runway and taken the
do like a reveal of sorts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, or like tie it up and change it into something else, because I think this is really what it's begging for.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so if he can do something like that, I think he can really pull this off.
We'll see. It's going to be really interesting. So the episode ended with a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
After all the critiques, they were like, okay, we're going to have... bleh, go to the finale. They didn't say. I
have a feeling they're going to have everybody go.
I can't see how that they wouldn't take everyone to the finale.
Yeah.
It's got to be all four, right? It's got to be all four.
Yeah. So let us know what your favorite looks were in the comments below, and let us know who you're picking to win. I'm picking Jeffrey.
I don't know. I like something about everyone's collection.
I do too, but I'm picking Jeffrey to win.
On like a personality level,
on an everything level,
Jeffrey for sure. But I also love Victoria, and like I love Nancy, and Sergio has some great looks too. Like it's hard to pick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But on an innovative level, I'm gonna have to go with Jeffrey, because I haven't really seen anything like that before.
All right.
Except the multiples I just talked about. Do you want to rock and roll all night?
No, I just want to party every day.
All right, well, you can, because it's time for Vanderpump.
Oh my God, the
Rules.
never-ending wedding. This is like freaking Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra all over again.
How many weddings do we need? All right, so it's the rehearsal dinner still.
Okay.
And they pull out the old murder mystery.
What? Who has a murder mystery party at the rehearsal dinner?
Jax and Brittany.
That was actually kind of fun.
It was fun. And Stassi was so stoked for this.
She loves murder. Who doesn't?
She loves figuring things out, because it usually takes her a long time. She thought she had it all figured out, but she didn't. Lala actually had it figured out, who didn't even give a crap about it. She was just, oh, is that one?
Always the way?
It was a sister.
I'm sorry, but my favorite Bravo murder mystery party will always be Dorinda.
All right, get out of here. We want to eat. I loved it.
So good. Okay, but anyway.
All right, let's all rag on Kristen. You suck.
Well, her Carter thing is just exhausting. Nobody wants to hear about it anymore.
You know what's exhausting? Brittany having to break up a fight at every wedding event that she's had so far.
To be fair, she's had so many, so...
That's a lot of fighting.
They do always seem to fight at all of Brittany's stuff.
Well, because the cameras are there.
I guess.
Oh, guess what? Hey, Dana, we told you Max is just an F-boy. We told you.
You saw this coming.
We
from a mile
told
away.
you. So Dana, at Sir, gets pulled aside, and she has to hear about Max and this freaking thoughtish bee that...
I don't know that I would call that girl a thought. We don't know anything about her.
I didn't call her a thought.
I'm just saying, let's be clear, that's not us saying that she's a
We don't know her. But the girl who Dana was talking to was like, she was looking like a thought on Instagram, posting her
Tom Pride
shirt. And the only way she got it could have been from Max, because he was in charge of them.
It's like a signed baseball situation.
And he liked the post.
Uh-oh. So Dana's like...
She's got the receipts.
Dana says, wait a second. I didn't even get a Tom Pride shirt. So why is this girl getting one?
And I'm sleeping with him. What's she doing?
Yeah.
All right, so...
Is this Degrassi with those bracelets from the ravine? Ah!
All right. I want to know, why are Stassi and Katie and everyone's mother at the rehearsal dinner? Why are they invited to the wedding? This is a destination wedding.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is not like, hey, we're in town, why don't you have your moms come? This is like, Mom, we got a room for you, and we got, you got a dinner plate at the wedding.
I just have so much anxiety thinking about how much money everyone had to spend for, just this to go to this wedding and all of the accompanying events.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Gotta take out a loan just to, be a part of it.
All right. Well... I had actually thought that you're supposed to have the rehearsal dinner the night before the wedding, but...
Well, it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's 2 nights before.
Well, they had it 2 nights before, so everybody's hanging out, but Jack says, you know what? I'm going to stay in with Dad. And by Dad, he means a tiny box of ashes.
Oh, that's so sad.
He's on his computer. He's looking at old pictures.
I think he said he was watching Friends, too. You know what? I feel like good for him. You do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it was like he was saying, oh, I don't think I should be, like, going out and getting wasted until tomorrow.
Yeah. Bo and Kristen were arguing. I don't even know what they were arguing about anymore.
Because Kristen was friends with Bo before he was dating Stassi. So now she feels like he's not asking her, are you okay? What's going on with you? And what's his face? So she's like, Stassi's your number one? She's the only thing you care about? What?
Yes,
yeah.
that's a normal relationship.
That's how it works.
Oh my God, enough already. I can't even. Kristen is... All right, so Jax wants his dad to be part of the wedding ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
So the amount of ashes that he got were like this big. So he's not just going to show up to his wedding with a little tiny box of ashes.
I'm surprised he still had them in like that cardboard.
I know. Why didn't he put them in like a nice container?
I don't know.
Well, the problem solved. They got a really nice ice bucket for him to... It's like picking out a tux for your dad, except it's an ice bucket.
I wouldn't pick that one. But if he likes it, then good for him.
I mean, what do you do?
I don't know. But in all this wedding mania...
I'm glad that he wants to include his dad, but I'm very upset that he didn't want to include his mom. Because, let me just take a sec, he doesn't know what his mom went through. Yes, she effed up. She didn't say, hey, everybody come and, you know.
It seems like they've had a strained relationship for a long time.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't know all the details on that.
Right. I really just wish his mom was at the wedding, but...
Yeah. So...
You do you.
Speaking of weddings, guess what? Tom and Katie aren't, like, actually legally married. What?
But aren't they?
I guess they never turned their homework back in. Their wedding license.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they got the license, which means you can get married.
You gotta sign that shit and give it back, don't you?
I don't know. I never had to, like, do that part. Like,
Are you not legally married?
I have a wedding certificate.
Okay.
But
is it like a fake one that's just like, you participated in this?
No. No. Because I got married the first time at City Hall. So, like, it was all registered there already. We didn't have to, like, send it back anywhere.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah. So, it was all official from the beginning.
Maybe you and Dad are not actually married.
I'm pretty sure we are.
All right. Well, anyway... Stassi, this is where we get the I'm shooketh moment.
Yeah. She's telling everyone. She can't let it go.
Well, it's fun, you know?
Whatever.
Why not?
Just a little more drama. So it's time for the pool party.
This is the day before the wedding. So this is supposed to be their, like, hangover chill day.
Right. So everybody's getting mani-pedis by the pool, including Bo. I believe it's Kentucky Pride.
Yeah, that was fun to show that little dancing.
Yeah, Bo is outside dancing in the streets.
Yeah.
He's
a gem.
He is really too good for her. I'm sorry.
But I think that he's
probably too good for a lot of people.
I think that she's grown a lot with him, and I think they, like,
work well together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she better never take him for granted because she does not know how good she has it. So, Lala, Sheena, and Ariana are all talking shit about James. And,
the whole, like, him drunk call texting Raquel and how messed up that was. But they find out, James said that he will go to some AA meetings.
What?
Or at least one.
So they are shooketh.
Yeah.
And Lala is actually going to reach out.
Oh, can you, like, do something about that?
Sorry! All right, so she's actually going to reach out to him and say, hey, that's great.
But when they showed him back in LA and he was all like, I don't want to go, is he going to go or what?
He said, I don't want to go, but I don't want to lose Raquel, so I will go.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Again, another situation where I don't F this up because that girl...
Too good for him. Way too good for him.
All right.
I want to know who does a meet and greet the day before their wedding?
Yeah, what? What was that meet and greet all about? What is the deal with that?
Did they, like, get something out of
Maybe they're
that?
trying to pay for the wedding. I don't know.
I guess, right?
Seemed crazy, though. And they didn't really show it, so I don't know what the whole situation was there.
Well, back in WeHo, Dana confronts Max.
Uh-oh! And she had those freaking receipts ready.
She just was like, what about this?
She had it pulled up on her phone so that she would just have to Face ID. Here it is. It's like when you go to the movies and you want to have your little scanner thing ready.
Yep. And he's like, yeah, I was with her. At least he didn't lie about it.
She just moved here and I was trying to like help her get set up. And she was like, oh, she moved here to be with you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So he was trying to like let her down slowly.
So he says,
well, she said,
did you sleep with
me?
him? I mean, did you sleep with her?
He said no.
I don't know that I believe that.
Well,
he said he threw a shirt at her after lunch, and that was that. He threw that Tom Pride shirt at her.
I don't think he meant he threw it at her. I think he meant he gave it to her.
I don't know, but it sounded really weird.
Yeah. So, like,
she
I
said,
threw her a shirt.
You know what? We're done. This is over. Let me go get your necklace.
So, this was genius.
I feel like this must have been filmed ahead of time before he got there, and then they just, like, inserted it here.
No, I think while he was waiting, she took the necklace, and she freaking breadcrumbed it.
Ew!
She stuck it in the toilet first, which probably wasn't that dirty.
No, that's just dirty. I don't care if there's not actually stuff in there. It's dirty.
And then she took it and breadcrumbed it in the cat litter box, covered it up a little bit, shook it off. Here you go. And he said, thank you.
I mean, it was an iconic moment, but ew!
All right.
So I'm like, woo, Dana!
Who called this?
For now.
Who's at the wedding?
It's Lisa. Aw, that was so nice.
I believe I called this.
You did. So at the last minute, she was all like, Randall,
get me to the wedding as soon as I can get there.
Yeah, that was really nice that Lisa
was very
nice.
It. Yeah. So Max is pissed back in WeHo.
Who cares?
People got up in my business. It would have been okay. I would have smoothed this over. No, it wouldn't have been.
All right. Anyway, this is now the final night before the wedding. We're almost there.
Are we? Oh my God. How many more episodes are they going to drag this out to?
So there's still a little partying to be done, but don't go too hard.
The girls got together and they had a onesie party, but you had to get a onesie of somebody that
Something that would live in a castle.
So
like a mermaid?
Mermaid?
I guess. Is she going for Ariel? But Ariel turned into a human, so is she still a mermaid? I don't know.
Well, they had a twerk party. Ariana always wins. I'm sorry.
No, wasn't that Lala?
Was it?
I thought that was Lala.
Oh. I've seen Ariana twerk some people under the table. I think she's probably better, but they let Lala
I think they both got a spot on the shake team.
Yeah, probably.
And then the boys,
they're just drinking. Even though Jack said he wasn't going to drink anymore, he was so beyond wasted.
They're drinking out of freaking ladles.
Well, Bo showed up in a knight's outfit. That was genius.
That was
Again,
funny.
Bo going the extra mile. Always.
All right. Well, next time is finally
this
the wedding.
time we missed out on the Jack's douchebag montage.
Well, yeah, to lead up to next time's actual wedding, they showed a montage of all the craziness.
Remember the time he got punched in the face and he had all that blood on him and he looked like a crazy person?
He ripped off his sweater in the parking lot?
Yup. There was lots of little gems. So
they did not forget to include when Jax cheated on Brittany.
Ugh.
And when they went through all the ladies that he dated on the show, and it's like...
Yeah.
Crazy. But anyway, yeah, next time is the wedding. Finally. Should be a good time.
Get that ice bucket ready.
Oh. So anyway, let us know what you thought of the Bravo block and all the shows we talked about today.
So thanks for listening / watching.
Mm-hmm.
and come back next week. So until then, much
love.
love.